What works for the rehabilitation of offenders? Introduction. What do you think about putting criminals back on the right track? Do you think it's possible to change the way criminals act? Should people who break the law be given a chance to change? Can people who have broken the law for a long time become law-abiding citizens with the help of treatment programs? Finally, do we think the time and money spent helping offenders is worth it, or a waste of valuable resources? Criminal psychologists have been involved in figuring out how well programs to change bad behavior work. These professionals use the psychological techniques in the program manuals to help offenders learn how to solve problems, get along with others, and keep control of themselves. More research is needed to fully understand offending behavior programs, mental and behavioral effects. The rehabilitative debate. The industry of programs to help people stop breaking the law has grown significantly in the last 10 years, especially in the UK and North America. In the 1970s, most researchers, practitioners, and policymakers agreed that rehabilitating criminals was not a realistic goal. This view is often traced to a review paper called What Works in 1974. Meta-analysis is a method that lets researchers combine the results of many studies that look at the effectiveness of treatment for criminals. In this case, it's a way to measure the effect of treatment across all of the studies included in the analysis. For the first time, it was possible to point out the parts of interventions that, if added to new programs, would make them more effective. The emergence of evidence-based practice within offender treatment. In the 1970s and 1980s, a review paper set the agenda for public policy on how to treat offenders. Still, meta-analyses gave the rehabilitative agenda new life. These reviews gave program designers and practitioners useful information about the parts of programs that research had shown to be effective. As a result, they could make new ones that only had the parts that evidence showed worked. The Correctional Services Accreditation Panel, or CSAP. A criminal offenders program should have a clear model of change backed by research and be able to target specific risk factors that need to change. The program's schedule and teaching methods should match the learning styles and abilities of the people it is trying to help. Monitoring procedures for monitoring should ensure that the program is supported and has the resources it needs. CSAP's criteria for a good treatment outcome study include the quality of the research and the number of people who participate. It is important because the statistics used to measure any effects of participating in the program depend on the size of the sample being looked at. Because of this, studies with fewer participants are less likely to find any effect of a treatment, if there exists one. If a study has a small sample size and doesn't find any effect from the treatment, the author may decide that the treatment doesn't work. Another reason could be that the sample size used in the study wasn't big enough to see the effect. Calling for the end of the treatment program based on such small studies might be too soon. There needs to be a lot of research.